Welcome to this edition of Cibola Treasures. I'm Barbara Wesley, your host, so please stay tuned. There's so many things that are happening here in our town, and we've got the Veterans Day event. We also have two food critics that are really focusing on bringing to the forefront those restaurants in our community that provide excellent service, so that's new to our show. We also have a program called Grants Rocks, and it deals with Dawn Chapman and what she has done about bringing families and churches together. And by the way, Grants Rocks can be found all over the country. Modi Hicks raised money for the ROTC. He was going to let his hair grow, and so we're filming the haircut and then the holiday light parade. So stay tuned.
Merry Christmas from all of us at First Street Cafe!
Yay!
Merry Christmas to all our furry friends and everyone at Diamond Key.
Merry Christmas from the Wild Diner!
Trust Pharmacy is the gift-giving center in Cibola County. Is gift-giving difficult for your sports fan? You'll find just the right gift for him or her at Trust Pharmacy. Maybe you need gifts for the home. You'll find those special gifts at Trust Pharmacy. If you're a collector of manger scenes, Trust Pharmacy has just the right one for you. Trust Pharmacy, serving our community for over 40 years. Free gift wrapping too. Trust Pharmacy, 1000 East Roosevelt.
El Cafecito wants to thank Cibola County for an amazing 31 years and to wish everybody in Cibola County a
Feliz Navidad!
What in the world are you doing besides?
We're cutting our hair for the ROTC. We raised $2,763 for the ROTC.
Okay.
They're trying to go to a nationals this year.
Right,
And we're gonna make sure they have the money to go,
right.
because in the past, they've qualified to go and they didn't have the money to go. So between us, the American Legion, and the haircut people, we're trying to make sure that we get enough money to make sure these guys go get us another national
Well, I
championship.
think that putting ROTC on the map again is really important. We've got a small community, and our ROTC really helps develop these young men and women.
You know, we were shooting for $5,000 to get a hair buzz, like the day you go in the Marine Corps. We got $2,763, so they're gonna get all the beard, all the hair, but it's gonna be left short, nice, cleaned up haircut instead of the buzz cut. And of course, they ain't getting the mustache. That mustache is kind of a pride of mine anyway, so I'm kind of glad they didn't get that. But anyway, I mean, the way I look at it is $2,763 in our community at this time. You know, with our state being number one in unemployment, our county, I believe we're number two in unemployment in the state. The way that our community is and the hard times that we're under now, and it being Christmas time too, $2,700 is a lot of money for these kids.
That's right. Well,
Okay.
go get your hair washed.
Yes, so
Let's
we can
see
get
what
it cut,
happens,
because
okay?
Chloe has to go play.
Okay.
Yeah, clean me up, make me look respectable. Yes,
Ain't no way, buddy. Hi, Barbara.
Hi there, how are you?
Good.
Do you want to keep a sideburn, Modi?
no, take it off
Oh,
right to, we're gonna cut it
Okay.
right there.
all right, yeah, well,
Okay.
we need a little sideburn.
Yeah, cut that crap, it's all going off, man. The economic times we're in here, you know, 2,700 is a lot of money. It's Christmas time too. We did good, man. We did real good. What? The oil, oh.
The uranium output.
Hey, wow, look at this, I get to keep my mustache. How ironic is that, guys?
Okay, let me show you right there or shorter.
That's perfect. That's perfect right there.
You know, if more citizens would come through, do things on their own to change our community, we would have a spectacular community. We already live in a great community, but it could be the shining star of New Mexico. So thank you for your contribution to ROTC, and we're going to see if people even recognize you.
Well, here I am, cleaned up, Mom. I hope you're happy.
Merry Christmas from all of us at Third Street Cafe.
Merry Christmas to all our furry friends and everyone at Diamond G.
Merry Christmas from the Wild Diner.
Trust Pharmacy is the gift-giving center in Cibola County. Is gift-giving difficult for your sports fan? You'll find just the right gift for him or her at Trust Pharmacy. Maybe you need gifts for the home. You'll find those special gifts at Trust Pharmacy. If you're a collector of manger scenes, Trust Pharmacy has just the right one for you. Trust Pharmacy, serving our community for over 40 years. Free gift wrapping too. Trust Pharmacy, 1000 East Roosevelt.
El Cafecito wants to thank Cibola County for an amazing 31 years and to wish everybody in Cibola County a
Feliz Navidad!
We're down at the Senior Citizen Center, and there's a lot of activity going on here. Dawn Chapman is here with, she's teaching some of these seniors how to paint rocks. She's brought paints, and she's just brought a lot of things. So there's a big crowd here at the Senior Citizen Center, and after we finish here, we're going to do some other things here at the Senior Citizen Center, so stay tuned. If you're health conscious, you can come down to the Senior Citizen Center because they have all of this equipment that you can work out on, a variety of different things that will help strengthen you and encourage you to be healthy. Well, we're still here at the Senior Citizen Center, and Michelle works in the kitchen. We come in here and the aromas that just greet us when we walk in the door are phenomenal. But Dawn Chapman has introduced our community to Grant's Rocks. And you do the Grant's Rocks, don't you? So what have you done?
Oh, we've done so many, from pizzas and hot dogs and snowmen and little camper trailers. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but we've posted them all. Now it's gotten so big here that the minute you post it, it's like if you're not out and about, you're gonna miss out on finding the rock because everybody's so fast at.
And we should mention that these people that are painting these rocks go out and put them in various places throughout the community. And she said she can post it on her Facebook page or on a website, and before she can get back out there, it's already gone. Someone has picked it up. So this is going national. People coming in from all over the country are picking up Grant's Rocks. So not only are there rocks, but Grant's really rocks, don't we?
And the kids love it. It gives them something to do. I mean, everybody gets involved, and that's what I like. family comes together. Everybody can do what they want.
Right. And we've seen church groups get together.
Yes.
We've seen families get together. We see the senior citizens coming in and painting rocks. And now we're going to have a rock garden.
Yes, which is going to be awesome.
Right, it will
And
be.
I've been trying to let everybody know too, there's a lot of people out that have depression, that have anxiety, and I'm trying to let them know that this is a good thing for them because they have to concentrate grabbing their rock to sit there patiently painting, and it's helped a lot of people that way too.
Right, right. And you know, our population here in Grants is aging. And so we have a lot of elderly people in our community. Maybe their families have moved away. Maybe they don't have interaction with their neighbors. And this is a great thing to occupy them because they don't have to be a professional artist.
Right. You can grab from magazines, I mean, kids, children's books, anywhere. Thrift stores you can grab. I mean, that's what we've done. I mean, it's anything.
Right.
Anything goes.
The other thing, I'm going to go back to food because those of you that know me know that I love food. And as I mentioned, there's that aroma that just greets you when you walk in the door. There are days when they make fresh rolls. And oh, you can smell those rolls as you come in. When they have onions, right. But I'm thinking of the bell pepper and onions and things that you do. And the aromas just are there. And every day there are people here at the Senior Citizen Center. If you haven't been down here, you need to come on down because this is a great place to be. And you're always so faithful to fix such good food for the seniors.
We do, every morning.
Right, every morning.
And it's fresh food. I mean, you know, from scratch. We come in, make our rolls, cookies from scratch. It's not, you know, frozen.
Right.
Ready bought food.
That's right. The other thing I should mention is that sometimes a friend and I come in after they've eaten. You know, they don't save anything for us. It's all gone. They don't save anything for us, and so we need to figure out a way to come when we can eat here. Right, when we can come and join the crowd to eat because you just do such a great job. And they have bingo here. What else do they have?
There's the exercise room, there's pool tables, there's a lot to do. A lot of these people can come mess around on the computers, play games, emails, it just depends. There's a lot to do.
Okay, so if you think that you need something to do, come on down to the Senior Citizen Center.
Come on down and eat.
That's right, come on down and eat. And congratulations on getting your family involved in Grants Rocks and for promoting it the way you do. It's been exciting to see because now I understand that there are more than 1,200 members.
And it started off with like just
one or two people, and now it's taken hold. But these rocks, they're putting them in strategic places. Some of them are historic sites, some are geological sites, and so people are learning about the community, and people from out of town are coming and picking them up. They have to go to that site to recognize it, and then they're taking it to
Santa Fe. I've seen it in Taos. I've seen it all the way in California. I mean, it's just gone everywhere. So it's fun because I go have family in Albuquerque. So we paint some, we take some, we leave them there. We haven't seen none of them posted yet, but it's either they're keeping them, you know, as we put on there, you can keep or repost. So
speaking of food, I smell the aroma of something. So what are you cooking today?
Today we have sloppy joes, French fries, and getting ready for these ladies. They're going to be hungry after they paint the rocks.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for coming down and
all
seeing
right.
us.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas from all of us at Third Street Cafe. Yay!
Merry Christmas to all our furry friends and everyone at Diamond G.
Merry Christmas from the Wild Diner.
Trust Pharmacy is the gift-giving center in Cibola County. Is gift-giving difficult for your sports fan? You'll find just the right gift for him or her at Trust Pharmacy. Maybe you need gifts for the home. You'll find those special gifts At Trust Pharmacy. If you're a collector of manger scenes, Trust Pharmacy has just the right one for you. Trust Pharmacy, serving our community for over 40 years. Free gift wrapping too. Trust Pharmacy, 1000 East Roosevelt.
El Cafecito wants to thank Cibola County for an amazing 31 years and to wish everybody in Cibola County a
Feliz Navidad!
Get my best side, buddy. Get my best side. I was beginning to think I wouldn't make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, before you we have the Grants High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC program. They're going to do a quick presentation for you, so you may be seated or stand. Enjoy the presentation. They're the best we have to offer.
Entering the Grants High School Armed Drill Team. Elevation check.
Born to fight, trained to kill, ready to drive, and never will. Hoorah!
and gentlemen, the Grants High School Armed Drill Team.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Let's give them young men a round of applause.
Thank you, Sheriff. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. This is the third annual Veterans Day festivities that the city started. And we want to again welcome you and thank you for those who participated in the walk. I know it was a little bit warm, but it was really nice rather than the first time that we did it when it was blowing snow and it was so cold. But we're going to get on with our festivities. We have a couple of speakers. They promised to keep it short, okay, so we can all get in line and go eat. First on the agenda, we want to welcome Representative Harry Garcia, and then we'll be followed by Sheriff Tony Mays, and then by Interim County Commissioner Ms. Valerie Taylor. So, Mr. Garcia.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. It's a beautiful day. It's nice to see all these people that support our veterans. It's very important to veterans to be supported, not to forget where we came from. You know, because without veterans, we probably wouldn't be here doing this stuff. And it's really important to everybody here. Master Sergeant Barela and Gunny Sergeant Garcia, thank you for the ROTC. They're good. I have a little speech I got to do here, and I'm going to let my granddaughter do it, read it for me. And the reason for that is we need to get our young children involved as to what veterans are all about, because it's really sad when you ask a young child what is a veteran and they don't have a clue what it is. So she's going to read this for me, and just give us a little patience and we'll do just fine. Thank you, and her name is Marissa Soto, okay? Thank you.
Honorable veterans of the United States Armed Forces and families of our beloved veterans and distinguished friends. On behalf of New Mexico Legislature, the State of New Mexico, and our veterans service organizations, it's an honor to be here with you today. Thank you all for joining us as we recognize and honor our veterans for their unwavering service to America, to all of us. Today is a special day to honor America's heroes and to give thanks and express our gratitude to all those who have served, those serving today, those who gave their ultimate sacrifice, and those who have passed on. And to all the families who share in the sacrifice, thank you. We thank all the men and women for their dedication and sacrifices. We pray for those soldiers now serving for their safety and protections from harm's way. These brave American heroes are the men and women from our small towns, villages, and reservations. Only you know the meaning of hardship, standing watch on soils far from loved ones, far from these beautiful mesas and mountains. It is the devotion to service and the deepest expression of love for the people and the places we call home. That is at the heart of your service and sacrifice. Our veterans, our children, our sons and daughters, our grandsons and granddaughters, our aunts and uncles, our grandpas and grandmothers, our husbands and wives. From all across New Mexico and America, they join and make up one of the world's most powerful armed forces. These are the people we love who chose to set aside their personal ambitions and dreams to assure the well-being of our nation. We are the beneficiaries of those who made and continue to make tremendous sacrifices. For their sacrifices, we are given wonderful gift and peace and freedom found nowhere else in the world. We have only one person to give thanks to. It is the American soldier. All of you veterans and families of veterans in attendance here today, we have a simple yet heartfelt message. Thank you. Thank you for your unwavering service in peacetime and war, here in this nation and throughout the world. May we always be humbly grateful. We cannot say enough to thank you and your families. I remind all of us here today that we can give back to them by remembering them for their dedication and sacrifice every day of our lives and show them the love, respect, and compassion they and their families deserve. Thank you for being here today for our celebration of our veterans. May God bless you. May God bless our soldiers and veterans, and may God continue to bless the United States of America.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, John, Sheriff, all the people in attendance. We really appreciate it. It means a lot. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Thank you, Marissa. Now we have Sheriff Tony Hayes? What is it? Anyway, he's just got home from a very auspicious occasion. His son just graduated from boot camp, and congratulations to you. Congratulations to you, Dad.
Thank you. Thank you, John. Welcome. Again, it's a pleasure to speak to you on Veterans Day. Earlier at the memorial, you heard me say Veterans Day is important to me. It is. Not only the great thing about Veterans Day is our community. We live in a small community where we can look around and we can see our veterans on a day-to-day basis. We can see the people, the families that currently have military members serving, and we can thank them every day. Main Street provided a fabulous meal over here for us. While we were at the memorial having a service, a citizen stopped by and said, "Hey, I have a cake for all the veterans. What can I do with it?" Directed him to bring it down here to the park for us. You know, that's a great thing about a small town, a small community, Cibola County, always coming together for every cause. Today we gather here to recognize our Air Force, Army, Navy, Marines, and Coast Guard veterans who have sacrificed both in war and in peace to protect America and the American way of life. We are here to honor our brave men and women who have proudly served this great nation, for they are the fabric from which our flag has been woven. Armistice Day, as the ceremony was first proclaimed, recognized the day the ceasefire was signed during World War I, putting an end to hostilities. November 11th, 1918 at 11 a.m. in the morning, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Armistice Day was first designated to honor those who fought in World War I, which was said to be the war to end all wars. Unfortunately, that did not happen. Following World War II and the Korean War, Congress replaced the word armistice with veterans in 1954 to honor all American veterans. It is easy to recognize our veterans as active duty service members who are very visible due to our ongoing operations overseas. However, the majority of veterans we honor today no longer actively serve or wearing a military uniform. Many have gone on to become our teachers, police officers, firemen, and neighbors. Whether they wear the military uniform today or wore it decades ago, veterans represent an unwavering dedication and exemplify the highest ideals of service to our nation. On Veterans Day, we are still a nation at war. October 7, 2011 marked the 10th anniversary of the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan in response to the September 11th attacks in 2001 on U.S. soil. Today, we honor the unwavering courage of the men and women who have served in our armed forces, including those in our ongoing efforts of securing our nation and in their continuing fight against terrorism. Our men and women in uniform, both past and present, have been and are the most powerful line of defense in all conflicts against enemies who have set out to harm our way of life. The true strength of our military is the spirit and skill of the men and women who have worn the service uniform of our nation. They have answered the call of duty from all across America. Today, approximately 2.7 million men and women are serving, 1.4 million on active duty. Veterans Day is not only about recognizing those who served in the past. Veterans Day also recognizes the noble service of all service members who report for duty every day and carry on the fight from the home front. And all of our veterans, past and present, who have helped maintain the sovereignty of our nation, whether they are overseas or at home. As our service members depart from our shores, we look forward to their safe return home. But we know that some of them will not. for we have lost 3,506 service members this year alone. It is our responsibility to honor those who return home, especially our wounded warriors. And we must never forget those who paid for our freedom with the ultimate sacrifice. We must also honor the families of our veterans who sacrifice often in their unowned, celebrated ways. America is fortunate to have service members who exemplify commitment to duty, willing to display valor under fire, and favor humility over glory. This nation of selfishness and sacrifice, the likes of which are exhibited each and every day by airmen, soldiers, sailors, Coast Guardsmen, and Marines. To our veterans, our service members of all ages who have engaged in combat, stability, and humanitarian operations, we honor you. To those service members who paid the ultimate price or who are still missing or unaccounted for, we honor you by remembering the sacrifices you and your family have made for our great nation. So today is a day of honor, a day to honor. On this day of celebration and reflection, I thank everyone who has worn the U.S. military uniform for their honorable service to our great nation and for the freedoms that every one of us enjoy today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. Our next speaker is Ms. Valerie Taylor, who is a veteran of the Marine Corps. She is now the interim county manager. Ms. Taylor, it's yours.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. I thank you for coming out and taking this opportunity to share with our veterans why they remember the fallen that have come before them, that they unite with their fellow service members and women, and that we educate our youth to the importance of what a veteran means. This Veterans Day, to take our youth and say, hey, the diversity of our county of Cibola, we take that individual thread and we bind it together in representation of our United States of America flag. It is important. It is the symbol of unity that binds us all together. But on that flag there is an edge that protects so it does not unravel, and that is our military, who brings that safety and that togetherness and protection that allows each and every citizen of the United States the opportunity to be the very best that they can be. That's what our government is giving us, protection and the opportunity that we can be the best, and we are. When there is tragedy, we unite together. We support our veterans. We support their families. As the sheriff said, there are a few that don't make it back, but we take care of our own. We support them through education, through helping hands, medical service, and housing. We don't forget our veterans. There are citizens out there that criticize, and that's their right, because people sacrifice for that right. But the closeness of a military family, that is what supports us and keeps us going. We ask today that you take a moment to reflect on the sacrifices of service people, their families, because they give up quite a bit. And look to our youth and ask them, do you have what it takes to protect this country, to stand tall, to stand proud, and continue the history that we have moving forward? And I would say that yes. The guard from the high school today, prime example of dedication and service. I would like to thank you again for sharing this opportunity. And when you see a veteran, thank them for their service in the grocery store, because sometimes it doesn't feel like we pay them much attention, but a thank you goes a very long way. With that, thank you for supporting our veterans. Have a good day.
And now if you will join me in thanking Grants Main Street, the sponsors of Homestake, for providing today's lunch. And I would like to give a round of applause to Ms. Joanne Martinez, who has undertaken this event and just really has flown high with it. Thank you so very much, Joanne. Thank you for the Grants Main Street staff and board. And now if you all would just form a line and let's eat. Thank you for being here.
Merry Christmas from all of us at Third Street Cafe.
Merry Christmas to all our furry friends and everyone at Diamond G.
Merry Christmas from the Wild Diner.
Trust Pharmacy is the gift-giving center in Cibola County. Is gift-giving difficult for your sports fan? You'll find just the right gift for him or her at Trust Pharmacy. Maybe you need gifts for the home. You'll find those special gifts at Trust Pharmacy. If you're a collector of manger scenes, Trust Pharmacy has just the right one for you. Trust Pharmacy, serving our community for over 40 years. Free gift wrapping too. Trust Pharmacy, 1000 East Roosevelt.
El Cafecito wants to thank Cibola County for an amazing 31 years and to wish everybody in Cibola County a
Feliz Navidad!
Well, we have something new in Cibola County, and it's a couple that are food critics, and they are traveling all over the county to identify great food, great service, presentation, quality, and the value that you receive for that. So the first place they went to was Dancing Eagle Casino, and it was a Great American Diner. And the first comment was they had huge portions and great prices. I'm going to quote what they've said. We enjoyed 3 breakfasts: the homemade fresh everyday corned beef hash, 2 eggs, hash browns, and fresh oven bread was enjoyed by GF. This is a real one that GF goes for every time he goes to Great American Diner. Now, OL ordered the garden-grown omelet with lots of vegetables. The meal included hash browns and green chili. And our guest ordered the French toast combo. Now, this is a huge breakfast for a big appetite, and there's enough for 2, and you could even take some home. It included 2 eggs, 2 big fat sausages, hash browns, and French toast. Chili is available if you want it. Now, the service left a little bit to be desired. They were short-staffed that day, but the food, the quality of the food was excellent, huge portions, and good value. And as I said, they commented that service lacked a little. And then the other place they went was First Street Cafe, known for real home cooking and desserts too. Now, the breakfast is one of their favorite things, and they were first greeted by a very friendly waitress with a large cup of good coffee that followed shortly. GF ordered the chicken cheese broccoli quiche with fresh fruit, and this quiche was a great choice, and the fruit was like fresh picked. OL ordered 2 eggs with green chili and a biscuit. The eggs were perfect. The fabulous biscuit was huge, buttery, and commented this was just like Grandma made. OL then they wanted to take out to their friends that love desserts, because First Street Cafe is known for their desserts. One claimed it was the best pecan pie I ever ate, and the other said, "Bring me another pumpkin pie, I loved it." So for First Street Cafe, it's excellent quality, the presentation and service, and the cost, the quality and the cost is excellent. Huge portions, and the prices were great. Now, GF and OL will be traveling all over Cibola County, and what will they find? And they've got a 5-star, 4-star, 3-star. Now, these 2 that we've just, we're reading to you about their criticism of these 2 restaurants was that Dancing Eagle had a 5-star when it came to the quality of service and huge portions and great value, but a 4-star for service because they were short-staffed that day. And on First Street Cafe, it was 5 stars all the way for great food, presentation, service, and quality for what you get. The cost is reasonable. So these 2 do not want their identity known. They're going to be traveling all over the county from Acoma to Pine Hill, all the way to, anyway, they're going to be all over the county. And they're going to see what's available and then determine what the quality really is. Their concern, as they've told me, is that if we're going to be encouraging people to come to our community, food quality has to be at the top of the list. And that's food quality as well as service, and then presentation. Another thing that they commented was they hate to go into a restaurant where cell phones are being used by the staff people. So if you have a restaurant and you have some of your staff people using a cell phone in view of your customers, they're going to comment on that. So we want our community to shine. And these two people have not only traveled all over the country here in the United States, but even into other countries as well. So they're bringing their expertise to our community to determine how we rate as far as food quality, presentation, service, and the cost of that. So we'll be featuring them from time to time. Remember, OL and GF are food critics.
Oops. Uh-oh. Sorry.
Get on top of it before they do. Every 24 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchorit.gov.
Merry Christmas from all of us at First Street Cafe.
Merry Christmas to all our furry friends and everyone at Diamond G.
Merry Christmas from the Wild Diner.
Trust Pharmacy is the gift-giving center in Cibola County. Is gift-giving difficult for your sports fan? You'll find just the right gift for him or her at Trust Pharmacy. Maybe you need gifts for the home. You'll find those special gifts at Trust Pharmacy. If you're a collector of manger scenes, Trust Pharmacy has just the right one for you. Trust Pharmacy, serving our community for over 40 years. Free gift wrapping too. Trust Pharmacy, 1000 East Roosevelt.
El Cafecito wants to thank Cibola County for an amazing 31 years and to wish everybody in Cibola County a
Feliz Navidad!
Oh no, maybe he'll give me a warning.
108 Regional. I'll be on a traffic stop. I'm with the Cibola County Sheriff's Office. The reason I'm stopping is because you weren't maintaining your lane. Do you have your driver's license, registration, and insurance with you today?
Yes, I do.
Sir, have you consumed any alcohol today?
No, I haven't.
I can smell alcohol coming from the vehicle, sir. Are you sure?
Okay, maybe I had 2 beers.
Sir, place your hands behind your back for me. I'm going to be placing you under arrest for DWI.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
It's not just one person, it's a group, it's a team.
Just that simple act is transforming someone else's life.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
We're so glad that you have joined us this last year. We do have our Christmas show coming on, so tune into that. We're so thankful for the community, for all that you have done, and for joining us from time to time here at 7 Cities Productions, Channel 10.